Fellas, Gen 3 channel catfish float on Amazon. Surprisingly, very few people actually take advantage of the sample. I don't quite understand why that is. I've been working on these floats ever since 2014. One, we're using a true high-vis paint now. Using a slightly different thread. That's not main. The main thing is stem swivel, which was the biggest feature in the Gen 2s. And now we're adding to that these snap swivels and one of my triple thread swivels. So now what you can do is thread this onto your line this way. And let's say you're fishing and you just don't want to use the float anymore. Instead of having to cut your line, all you got to do is take the float off. And this actually still adds weight so you can fish straight off the bottom if you want. You know, I call these things channel catfish floats, but they were designed for a lot of you fishermen in that sort of Texas, Oklahoma, sort of Missouri corridor. Stink baits, punch baits, cheese baits of various kinds. And you need a long, sensitive float for casting a long way off those rocks. And this thing sticks way up off the water here. About half of that is below the water, and it telegraphs everything that's going on below the water. And see, again, it casts like an arrow. It's what they call a waggler float. Line only attaches to the bottom, and they're designed to be cast very long distances. The main thing I designed it for was the sensitivity. I've caught minnows with these things. The float doesn't care what it's catching. The only thing it knows is that it's attached to a line and it's telegraphing everything that's on the line. If it starts tilting that way, you know the line is going that way because every action has an equal opposite reaction. If the fish bites it from the bottom and it just lays down, well, you know that something came up from the bottom and to hit it, and it just let off and it's gonna lay down like that. If you see it going around in circles, that's that catfish twisting around like that, and that's what you're seeing, that little. And sometimes you'll see a hit like that. It'll just dip like that. That's usually a bluegill who just hit it. Again, you remember how I was talking about how bluegill hit it, see if they've killed it, then come back around and grab it. Trout fishermen buy these. Crappie fishermen are now buying them. Cat fishermen were the original target audience, but the float doesn't care. The Gen 3 pack here comes with triple threat swivels, a dozen triple threat swivels, a dozen snaps, a dozen beads, and I think 3 feet of waxed 20-pound test Dacron to tie your stop knot. And those of you guys who still have some of your Gen 1s and Gen 2s, if you get this pack, if you want one, just talk to me. You can hook it up and you'll automatically have your Gen 1 or Gen 2 floats automatically up to Gen 3. Gen 3 floats are up on Amazon right now. In fact, if you buy a float from me, it's gonna be Gen 3. So they're on Amazon. Go check them out there. We're finna get the boat rigged up, get ready for another trip, and I will see you later.